Hey Taurus, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a July general reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus. We're going to see what challenges you have coming up for the month of July. Make sure to check out some of your other placements and don't get hung up on anything in this particular reading that doesn't resonate with you. So we've got compassion, guidance, the messenger, and gifts. This is really, really sweet, Taurus. Some of your other fellow zodiac signs have not been, hasn't been so kind to them for their challenges coming up for the month of July. So I was saying in the other videos that if you haven't already, look into what the Saturn return might mean for you, and especially the Venus return. I want to say in my exploring of that, I haven't heard too much controversy for Taurus, so maybe you guys are kind of in the clear at this point for, you know, anything catastrophic as far as those retrogrades go. But I do know that there's a lot going on planetary-wise, and it's interesting to see how that coincides with the readings and your situation, of course. So, like I said, you've got compassion, guidance, the messenger, gifts, and judgment. So there may be something that you've been waiting on for a long time to get good news about. And if that's the case, you're going to get that in the month of July. I want to say that this judgment card, it has to do with people literally judging you. In fact, I want to say that's what it says on here. Finding yourself being judged by others indicates court, lawyers, lawsuits, illusion, may indicate an angry man or woman, or are you judging others? So I don't get that this is something necessarily that you have to be like warned about. I feel like this is something you've been dealing with, and that perhaps you're going to get a message here that there's going to be a turn of events in some way. There's going to be a surprise sort of unfolding of something here with this gifts. I don't know that it literally means that. It's more of like you're going to be gifted something in the form of like a message or some sort of other situation that's going to help in whatever you've been dealing with recently in perhaps maybe a final judgment in something that you've been waiting on. But I like this compassion and guidance here because for some of you, you maybe have been dealing with a situation that's been really difficult, and perhaps it's been up to you to kind of be like the sounding board for other people in this situation, or you're going to have to be in the month of July. That you're going to be called on to be the sounding board to provide compassion and guidance for whatever has been happening here. And like I said, it seems like all good, but you do have this judgment card. So it makes me feel like there has been a situation that's been a little bit difficult that maybe you've been waiting on a final outcome for, or waiting on, you know, something to be relieved in that aspect. But you have messenger right in the forefront here. So there's some sort of message that's going to be a blessing to you, Taurus, either because of the compassion and guidance that you provided for other people, or because it's just been a long time coming. Let's clarify compassion. Sorry, I'm trying to read this card here. I don't generally like read what the words are on there because I think they can be a little bit misleading. So you have the Warrior of Pipes, which that's what's called in this deck, but it is the Knight of Wands. This guy here kind of symbolizes somebody who doesn't want to make peace. This is somebody who is pretty reckless and I want to say self-destructive. So maybe that applies to whatever's been going on in your situation here. For some of you, this could be a child that you've been watching sort of do some destructive things, do some sort of impulsive things, and you are having to have compassion because this is a child or it's a family member or it's somebody that you're close to here, that you're having to have compassion for them as you watch them either grow and come into their own and maybe make some mistakes. You know, trying to prevent somebody from doing things that are going to, you know, that they're going to regret or isn't going to be for their highest good here. And for some of you, this may be that you're having to work at having compassion for this. If this isn't a child, maybe this is somebody else in your life, a family member or a friend, somebody like that, that you see kind of on a bit of a bad path here, and choosing to have compassion for them. Yeah, so you've got the Seven of Pentacles here, which in this card is the Trail of Tears. Yeah, somebody, Taurus, in your life, you see them going down a really bad path. And I'm sorry for those of you if this is a child or this is a brother or sister or somebody that you care a lot about, that you're having to have compassion for this path that they're choosing or have chosen to take. That's not going to bring them anything good. Yeah, for some of you, this could be more than one, because now you've got this Warrior of Blades, which is the Knight of Swords in the traditional tarot. He has a very similar energy. This guy is like falling off his horse. Now, he's skilled enough to not fall off. He's actually very skilled at riding, but it's not the most productive way of proceeding in life here. And like I said, for some of you, you could be dealing with more than one child like this, more than one person like this, or this is just the same person and they embody this energy, but they're going down a path. It's somebody who has no direction. They don't know where they're going. They're flying blind going forward, and they're just doing things recklessly, impulsively, and maybe for some of you, even lying to themselves about how well they're doing when they're really not here. But I see you having compassion for this person. I don't know that they're necessarily, this is somebody that's, working against you per se, but it's more of a feeling of you watching somebody that you love and care about go down the wrong path. Let's see what guidance says here. Perhaps, this guidance goes hand in hand with these clarifying cards of this compassion, that maybe you're trying to provide guidance, or you will be. Yeah, you've got Judgment as a tarot card, and you've got Judgment as this oracle card here. So this is a heavy situation here, Taurus, or it has been a really heavy situation for a while. Some of you might be worried that this person or these people, that they're going to come to a bad end because of the actions that they're taking here. Some of you are preparing for the worst in some ways. Yeah. I want to say more about that, but that's kind of definitive here. You did 10 of Pentacles. So it's definitely a family for some of you here. Some of you are trying to provide guidance in this situation to a family member, a child, somebody here like that. You're trying to bring stability to them. You're trying to bring security to them because you don't want to see things come to a bad end. Like I said, for some of you, you're having to be the rock for people in this situation. So you've got the Hermit here. And you might be feeling really isolated because of this. Some of you may be dealing with a situation in a family, like I said, or with children or something else like that, that you've had to really kind of struggle on your own for a while. I want to say that's kind of been a theme for you a little bit, Taurus, is, you or someone in your life having to kind of bear the brunt of things or to handle things a lot on your own, but maybe feeling like no one understands what you're going through here, or feeling judged in some way. Maybe you feel judged because of the actions that these other people are taking, or this person, like I said, this family member, something like that. You may be you feel isolated and left out maybe from the rest of your family because of this person or people here's, actions in this situation, that you've been having to figure out a lot of things on your own. That maybe you haven't had somebody here to give the guidance that you need. So let's see if we can get some positive messages, maybe with this Messenger and this Gifts card here. So let's clarify Messenger. Two of Pentacles. You may be getting a message here that's going to require you to make a choice in some way. Ace of Cups, which is the Ace of Vessels here, and Eight of Wands. Yeah, so communication incoming. This is literally smoke signals, clarifying this messenger card here. Incoming communication, lots of it, that is going to, you know, maybe require you to make a choice, maybe require you to have to think on your feet a little bit, is what I'm getting here. But it's going to be an opportunity to, for some of you to validate the love you've been pouring into this situation. It's going to allow you to feel fulfilled about whatever it is that you've been dutiful in doing to have compassion and provide guidance in this situation. There's going to be incoming news that's going to balance this out in some way and bring love back into it. Bring a new start on an emotional front for you here. Let's get a couple more cards for this one. Yeah, so you've got, excuse me, Queen of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Ten of Swords here, which in this deck is ruined. So for some of you, may have been watching a loved one, and this is specific for a lot of you, been watching a loved one go down the wrong path because of somebody else, because of another person. It could be, you know, their partner, a love interest. Maybe it's someone else in the family. Maybe it's a co-parent, something along those lines. You've watched them kind of go down the wrong path because they have poured their emotion into this person here. That maybe this person got them caught up in a lot of frivolous things, a lot of partying, a lot of, you know, frivolous social activities. Take it, you know, as extreme as that needs to go for you here. That resulted in ruin for, you know, your person, you, whoever these people are here that you care about. But there's going to be information coming into you in the form of a message that's going to bring an end to this. So for those of you that this is like, this is not children, this is not a family situation, I don't know what you're talking about. If you've been dealing with a third party, maybe someone has interfered in your life in some way, in your relationship in some way, has taken your person in a direction that has been bad for them. And maybe you've been hanging on and having compassion, hoping that this is going to play out, that it's going to, you know, come to an end in some way, and you've been feeling alone here, but you've been holding on perhaps. This third party person, it's going to come to an end for them. You're going to have a new beginning here because there's going to be a message. You're going to receive information about something that's going to change here, that's going to balance this situation out. It's going to be a new beginning for you here. And if there's a third person here, whether this is somebody impacting your person or impacting people in your life, this, I don't like the energy of this particular person right here with this Three of Cups, with this Ten of Swords. This is going to come to an end. I see this as being really good news for you, Taurus. Somebody who's been interfering, taking somebody off their path in a destructive way, that is going to come to an end in the month of July, and you're going to get a message about that. Let's clarify gifts. Okay, you've got the Seven of Wands, the World, and the Four of Cups. Yeah. With gifts being here and this Four of Cups, which in this deck is not represented like it is in the original tarot deck, but you know, it still means that, of course. There's still going to be a lot of challenges to completing this cycle here. You're going to see something as a gift, and it is a gift, but it's going to bring additional challenges that I think you weren't expecting. Perhaps somebody here is pregnant in this situation, so maybe there's an end to whatever destructiveness is going on here, or an end to this bad path, but perhaps for some of you, it results in something else that's going to be more long-term, like a pregnancy or something of that aspect. Like, there's challenges that are going to be closed out here. There's going to be blessings that are coming in that's going to bring an end to whatever the challenges are that you, for some of you, like I said, you've been doing this all on your own, or someone here has been doing this all on their own, trying to keep things afloat in some way. Those challenges are going to come to an end, but there's going to be something else. There's going to be the new cycle is going to begin. There's going to be a new challenge that's at play here. And yeah, for some of you, it may be that it's an ending of one thing that's a relief, but it's the beginning of something else that might not be so pleasant here. Like, it's like a gift, like a child, is a gift. And perhaps that's what's happening here, but it brings about challenges in some way. If there's a child birthed out of this situation here that's been really tough and difficult, you're being advised to understand that it is a gift, regardless of the circumstances surrounding it. So, like I said, I realize that that's really specific for somebody. Let's clarify judgment. You got the 9 of Pentacles and you have the Magician here. Yeah, whatever. Let me get a couple more cards so I can try to gather my thoughts here. It's good. Like, this is good, Taurus, but it's yeah, so you got the 8 of Swords here. Like I said, there's challenges that are going to be overcome. There's blessings that are going to be coming in. There's information that's going to be coming in. There's going to be ends to certain aspects of things, but there's new challenges that are going to arise because of that. That you may find yourself still continuing to be judged in this situation in some way. That you may find yourself like, it's like, on the one hand, something really great's going to happen that's going to bring in, news of like good health or prosperity in some way, the ending of something that's been really tough for a long time, but there's going to be a new cycle of challenges to overcome. It's going to, something's going to be broken free in some aspect, but it's going to create an additional entrapment in some other way. Let me clarify this a little bit more. Yeah, 2 of Cups. Like I said, if you've been dealing with a third party situation, or dealing with somebody who hasn't been fulfilling their obligations, or you've been dealing with, children, family members, whatever, that have gone down a destructive path and caused discord here and had you feeling like you're kind of on your own in this situation, that's all going to be changing, but there's going to be additional challenges that come with that. So it's like, maybe, if this is a love situation, your person comes back, but it doesn't come without burdens, if that makes sense. That you may still be in the dark in some aspect on this union here, that there is still some aspect to however this unfolds, that it's a bittersweet feeling, is what I'm trying to say to you here. It's like, maybe this works out, maybe this comes together, maybe it's an ending of a certain cycle, but there's still somebody here that is going to be trapped in some way by a partnership. Or there's somebody here who wants to be on their own, and they're not. They're trapped in some way. If this is the outcome of a situation that you've been waiting for, as far as like something legal, then perhaps this is saying there's going to be something awarded in your favor, and someone else is going to be tied to some sort of obligation in that respect. I don't know how that applies to you in some way. There's going to be something's going to be awarded in favor of somebody. Somebody's going to be getting a lot of something in a good way, but it's going to come with it. It's going to come with some sort of obligations or some sort of entrapment, something that's going to keep somebody stuck in something. Somebody staying where they don't want to stay. Somebody feeling like they can't get out of something that they want to get out of. I don't know, Taurus. Let me get another deck here because I think we're near the end. And see what advice we can get for you for the month of July, Taurus. Now, you've got the Ace of Wands, which this is a really cool deck here. The Eight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, yeah, and the Four of Pentacles. Somebody passionately wants to get away from whatever they've got going on here. Whether this is the people that you care about, a third party situation, somebody passionately wants to be rid of that. They want to get away from that, and they're like a pig stuck in mud. They're held back in some way. Somebody's stuck here. Like I said, you have some small victory coming in. Somebody has some small victory coming in July. There is some news that's going to bring an end to something, but it may not be all it's cracked up to be. It's going to come with it a new set of challenges here. It's going to come with it a new set of stifling, because there's somebody here that no matter how much they want to walk away from something, they keep going back to it. Somebody here is, and it could be for financial reasons here. Yeah, somebody here, they may come into a new energy, but they're still the same person, and they will still, no matter how much they passionately exclaim that they are done with something, that they're going to walk away from something, they go back to it. They're like helpless against it. And there's, like I said, it could be for financial reasons here. It could be because there's somebody here that selfishly holds on to somebody else. Yeah, you've got the Death card here. Somebody's holding on, not letting something end. There's somebody here that wants to make changes here. Like I said, Taurus, you guys are going to have to tell me how you fit into this scenario, if there's what's going on here, because it just seems like a lot. Like I said, there's compassion, there's caring here. You're watching somebody do something destructive and go down the wrong path. You're feeling alone in that aspect. Some of you are really worried about this person, and this could be because there's a third party here. I see that for a lot of you. Like I said, whether this is a rival to you because this is your person, or because there's somebody involved with your children or someone else that you love and care about, that's going to end in some way, or you know, it looks like there's an opportunity for happiness here. But like I said, there's all these new challenges that are coming in, and there's somebody in this equation that no matter how much they passionately insist that they're going to walk away or leave something behind, they're just not. They're holding on to something. They're going right back into it, and it's not allowing things to transition or to come to an end here. Somebody's not letting go here. Somebody's not. So if this is your person not letting go, or this is the third party person that this person keeps trying to walk away from and someone else won't let it go, but someone here won't let go, won't let this come to an end. Anyway, I gotta go, Taurus. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. Check out some of your other placements. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.